Hello, welcome back to Greatest Love Ministries. This is Pastor James Hargrave. In this video, we're going to talk about the Magic 7. The Magic 7, Blackjack or 21, the casino game, and Jackpot, 777 on the slot machine, and ask what all these things have to do with each other. In short, and I don't mean this as an insult, but these people that I've been revealing, these Freemasons, these Satanists, the people that run the world, despise humanity. They have contempt for humanity. And they think you are a fool, a bloody fool who deserves what you're going to get because you're stupid. You're flat out just stupid. And you're going to buy any lie or deception or trick that they can pull. They have no respect for you. And they have no qualms about killing you or what any harm that could come to you. The people I'm speaking about, let me name them. The central bankers, Christine Lagarde, Bernanke, Greenspan. You know, Greenspan talked about gold and the importance of gold, but yet he was part of the system. Shows his contempt. He knows he was giving bum information for working for the Fed. But if you're stupid enough to support the Fed, you're stupid enough to get what you deserve. That's how these people look at it. They have no belief that they're their brother's keeper. They don't have that ethic that if they have intelligence, or if they have insight, or if they have skill, they need to use that under the Lord's threat of damnation for the benefit of their fellow man. So if they have gifts, they need to use it for the benefit of their fellow man. And I'm not talking about communism. I'm talking about capitalism. Yes, they can use it to profit and grow their business, but they do have a responsibility under the Lord to help their fellow man, to help enlighten their fellow man. But to them, enlightenment, insight, intelligence is a secret. It's to be hoarded and used for the benefit of them, a very, very few. And the rest of humanity is expendable. So the Magic 7. So the first thing we want to look at is this transcript from the National Press Club luncheon with Christine Lagarde. Subject, the world economy. This is the transcript. Moderator, can't pronounce, so I don't care. National Press Club, 1:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Wednesday, January 15, 2014. And let's just see what one of the bankers, Christine Lagarde, has had to say. Interesting words. If you don't know these people, you want to understand what she's talking about. Most people have a nervous laugh. They laugh because they're nervous. They know there's more to it than what these people are revealing, so they have a nervous laughter about it. But they also have no courage to confront them about it. So we're going to go down to where she makes some comments. She talks about here, now let me first of all, of course, begin by wishing you all a happy new year. I guess it is still time to do that, given that we are just exactly halfway through between our Western New Year and the Lunar New Year, which will loom in a few weeks. She was talking about the Chinese New Year, Western New Year. Chinese calendar has a lunar solar calendar, just like or similar to the Hebrews. So this is a reference to the two calendar system, which is a reference point. And she's talking about what we should expect in 2014, and then she goes into, now I'm going to test your numerology skills by asking you to think about the Magic 7. Okay, most of you will know that 7 is quite a number in all sorts of themes, religions. And I'm sure that you can compress numbers as well. So if we think about 2014, all right, I'm just giving you 2014. You drop the 0, 14, 2 times 7. Okay, that's just by way of example. We're going to carry on. Laughter. So 2014 will be a milestone and hopefully a magic year in many respects. It will mark the 100th anniversary of the First World War back in 1914. It will note the 7th anniversary, drop to 0, 7 of the Bretton Woods Conference that actually gave birth to the IMF. And it'll be 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. 25th, okay, 2, 5 makes 7. It will also mark the 7th anniversary of the financial jitters that quickly turned into the greatest global economic calamity since the Great Depression. The Magic 7. So they tell us, they're always giving us hints about what they're doing. The problem is you have to have the mind and the intelligence, and it really comes down to IQ, and that's not a boast. I mean, I'm just going to tell the truth on this. The Lord, it comes from God. I was created. My Creator gave me as a blessing for His service and for service to my fellow man, a good intellect. He gave me a genius IQ, and that's partly how I figured out these codes, was using the mind He gave me. And that's not me just saying that. That's by official psychological testing from a licensed psychologist. So then we're going to look at something else here. Gambling. Look at this, 777. These people have infiltrated everything, but that's another subject right now. 777. Jackpot on the slot machine. It also, when you add it up, is 21. 21, the banking game, the card game, known as Blackjack. 21. Then, in 2009, January 12, 2009, they put out Operation Blackjack. The story of a series of terrorist nuclear attacks on major Western cities and the aftermath. The 12th of January, 2009. Blackjack. And what's interesting about 777 and Operation Blackjack and what's coming up September 23rd? What's interesting about that? And what's interesting about Christine Lagarde's Magic 7 when she's referencing both the exact middle of the lunar solar calendar and the Gregorian calendar. Let's put it all together here. First, let's look at the Hebrew calendar. We're going to go here. This is Hebcal. You can go to yourself and check it out. Let's go to 2001, that infamous day, which they told us about before it even happened. September 11, 2001, on the Hebrew calendar, it's the 23rd of Elul, 5761. Now, let's go to date counter. This measures from on our Gregorian system. So let's go back to the Hebrew calendar now and go out. Let me make sure I don't mess up here. 7 years from Elul 23rd, 5761, so 5768. 7 years. Okay, look at that. September 23rd, 2008. Now let's go back to the Gregorian calendars. September 23rd. So we've already taken care of 7 years. Now on the Gregorian calendar, we're going to go out. This is timeanddate.com, which you can use to calculate dates. Let's go to September 23rd and go out 14 years. And you get September 23rd, 2022. So exactly 21 years using a combination. First we started with 7 years on the Hebrew calendar from 9/11. Then we finish up with 14 years on the Gregorian calendar. Now you can do that a different way. You can start out. Let's start first back here. Let's go to 2001, 9/11, and go out 14 years. So start with the Gregorian calendar. What do we get? September 11th on the Gregorian calendar, of course, 2015. Now let's go to the Hebrew calendar. Let's see what September 11th, 2015 is on the Hebrew calendar. It's a little, see it here, a little 27/57/75. So we need, so that's September 11th. So a little 27/57/75. We need to go out. We already did 14 years. We need another 7 years to make 21 years. So this will be 57/82 on the Hebrew calendar or the lunar solar calendar. And we get September 23rd, 2022. So either way you go, it's 21 years exactly. That's Blackjack, that's Jackpot, that's the Magic 7. They're setting us up for September 23rd. All hell will break loose. They're playing you for a fool. And the only thing I can say about that, you're a fool if you don't draw near to the Lord. With all this going on in the end times, all the evil that has happened, all the obvious corruption we have in the world and our government, and if you don't draw near to the Lord and have a trusting, grace-filled relationship with the Lord and are seeking to find out what pleases the Lord, in freedom, in peace, not under slavery, not under compulsion, but under discernment, resting in His arms, you're a fool. If you're placing your security in the hands of these world leaders, you're a bloody fool. You're an idiot. You are in perilous danger. These people are evil. They're conceited and ruthless, and pride always goes before the fall. And when they have the audacity to attack Israel, the Lord will come back. And I believe that will be, there's plenty of time to change my mind, but as of now, from my study of Scripture, I believe that will be August 3rd, 2025, or the 9th of Av, when Jesus will come back to rapture out His few remaining people. There will only be a few. And to defend Israel, or the war against Israel starts the 9th of Av. A calamity for the Jews. A calamity for Jerusalem. And with that, I'll say adieu.